Jesus begins this message with deep compassion, speaking directly to hearts that are overwhelmed by fear, uncertainty, exhaustion, and emotional pain. Instead of allowing anxiety to control them, he gently tells them, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me." From the very first moment, Jesus establishes a tone of peace, comfort, and reassurance. He understands that his followers are afraid of losing him, confused about the future, and uncertain about what is about to happen. Rather than speaking with anger or pressure, he speaks like a loving protector, calming frightened souls. Jesus then reveals one of the most comforting promises in the entire message. He tells them that in his Father's house there are many rooms, meaning there is a prepared place for everyone who belongs to him. He explains that he is going ahead of them to prepare that place personally, and he promises that he will return again to bring them with him so they may never be separated from him. This statement completely changes the emotional atmosphere of the conversation. What began with fear slowly transforms into hope. Jesus is no longer speaking only about the present moment. He is revealing an eternal future filled with belonging, peace, and divine love. However, the disciples still struggle to understand what he truly means. Thomas openly admits his confusion, asking, "Lord, we do not know where you are going, so how can we know the way?" This question represents the uncertainty of humanity itself. It reflects every person who has ever felt lost, spiritually confused, or unsure about the direction of life. Thomas speaks not only for himself, but for all people searching for meaning, truth, and guidance. The emotional power of this opening section comes from its ability to heal fear before teaching doctrine. Jesus does not begin with commands or judgment. He begins with comfort, understanding, and reassurance. He first calms the heart, then prepares the soul to receive deeper spiritual truth. This section also creates a powerful sense of intimacy between Jesus and the listener. The audience feels protected instead of abandoned, guided instead of lost, loved instead of forgotten, spiritually safe even in uncertainty. The slow rhythm, gentle wording, and peaceful imagery make this opening feel almost meditative. Rather than creating excitement or suspense, it creates emotional stillness. It invites the listener to pause, breathe, and rest emotionally in the presence of God. At its deepest level, this introduction is about replacing fear with trust. Jesus understands that human hearts naturally panic when facing uncertainty. That is why his very first instruction is not "fight harder" or "be stronger," but simply, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." That single sentence becomes the emotional foundation for everything that follows afterward.